Hi guys, it's Brooke again, and as you might have guessed, today we're going to talk a little bit about invites and the importance of connecting with people. I know that when I was a new coach, sorry, that sun is really annoying. I'm sorry, it's the bad angle. This might make it worse. That made it worse. Okay, so I guess you're just going to have to ignore it, or I'll try to sit closer so it's not as glary. Okay. So, when I was a brand new baby coach, I was terrified of inviting people to my challenge groups. I had so many different thoughts, like, okay, they're going to look at me and be like, this girl's inviting me to a fitness group, or who does she think she is? Like, she's not qualified to do anything like this, or just any kind of, like, negative thought that you could possibly pop into your head, I thought of. I was like, oh my god, people are going to think I'm so annoying, people are going to think this, people are going to think that. But the fact of the matter is, yes, it can be icky if you do it a certain way, and it can come across as salesy if you do it a certain way. But if you invite people from like a genuine place, from a place where you're sharing what you have done and what has worked for you, then you really can't go wrong. You need to also realize that it's not about you, and it's not about how people see you. What you need to try to do when you are sending these invites to people and when you are posting about your new groups on Facebook is share exactly what's going on with you. Share what worked for you, what didn't work for you, what you've struggled with, what came naturally to you. Those are the things that people want to hear, because at the end of the day, it's all about connections and relationships. That is the entire point of this, of being a coach, of choosing this as your profession. It's the desire to connect with people and to help them in ways that you've been helped and ways that you didn't even know was possible. So my advice to you is to focus more on really listening to the person, not just sending them an invite that like vomits information. You know, nobody really wants to open up their email or their Facebook message and see, hey, so-and-so, like, blah, 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 I'm doing this really awesome program, and it's only 21 days and 30 minutes a day, and you eat healthy, and just like blah, 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 so on and so on and so on. Just like information overload that, quite frankly, they can get from an infomercial and they can get from Google. So the point of these invitations is to basically highlight what makes your group unique, and also why it worked for you and why you want them to join you. But you need to find out what their goals are. So while you may be running a 21-day fix group, that might not be right for Susie. Susie might have had multiple back surgeries and really can't do anything that intense yet. So she might be a better candidate for something like P90 or PIO. Or you could have Jane, who has done gastric bypass in the past, and she has to follow a very strict meal plan. So your goal is to kind of figure out where they're at, what their current lifestyle is, what their actual goals are, whether it's weight loss, whether it's toning, whether it's just a general feeling better about themselves, whether it's just finding 30 minutes a day to devote to their own health and well-being. You need to get that information. Now, the question is obviously, how does one do it? Well, when it's somebody that's in your warm market, which would be like your friends and family, it's easier to connect because you really do actually know these people on a personal level. Sure, it might have been a while since you've actually spoken to them, but you do know something about them. So what I suggest is going to like the bottom of your friends list. You can see there, those are the people that you haven't spoken to in a while. If you're on a desktop, not through the app. Through the app, it's just alphabetical, but you go through and you can see like the people that you've spoken to, like the least recent. I like to write down 10 names. And what I do is throughout the week, I will look on their pages, I'll comment, I'll see what's going on with them, you know, like genuinely try to connect. But I won't invite them that week. They're a part of a list, you know. That's phase one, you know, they're just part of a list. And every week I add 10 more names, and I'm constantly clicking on people's stuff. not only does that make you more visible, what you post on your like Facebook page and your like page, but it makes the conversation more organic when you do reach out. So then the next week I'll reach out and I'll be like, hey, Jane, I see that you've been training for a half marathon. That's so awesome. I also am a runner, so I really can relate. Like, have you been doing cross training as well? Because I know for me, like, I became a much better runner when I started doing some cross training also. And just opens up the lines of communication. Make it natural. You want to actually, give value to someone, and you also want to really find out what they are looking for and what they're looking to accomplish, because it doesn't matter what your goals are. It doesn't matter that you want to hit SC 10 by the 10th. It doesn't matter that 21 days fixed challenge pack is on sale. That doesn't matter, because what does matter is what these people need. And the quicker that you can make that the forefront of your mindset, the easier it will be for you to connect with people and to get more clients that really genuinely want to follow you and learn from you. And always use strong language. I used to be such a wuss when I would send invites. I'd be like, oh, if you're interested, maybe you could shoot me a line, or, do you think you might know anybody that might be interested in joining a challenge group? No, because if you want people to look at you as an authority, as somebody that they can get coaching from, that they can learn from, then you need to act like an authority. You need to stand behind what you're doing. And remember, you're not an idiot. Someone came up to you and invited you at some point down this process, correct? We all ended up here somewhere, and I don't think any of us are these idiots that got duped. So stop acting like you're duping someone. People feel that way, and they make you act that way. If there's so many people out there that are such haters of direct marketing and multi-level marketing, because they're not getting the genuine person behind it. They're just getting a sales pitch, and that is what can make invites feel icky. But if you really share yourself, and you share your experience, and you share what you've gone through, and you realize that you have been impacted positively by this, so you're doing someone a service by impacting them and inviting them. You're not insulting anyone, you're doing someone a favor. And the quicker that you can come to terms with that, the easier invites will be, and you'll actually begin to look forward to them. I swear to God, I used to stress out so badly about getting my invites on. And now, when I'm stressed out, I invite people, and it actually relaxes me. And I know that makes me sound like a total weirdo, and I'm really fine with it at this point, because I am a total weirdo. But once you get over that hump, it just becomes so easy, and it just becomes fun getting to know what people are about. And even if they don't buy from you down the road, it's just planting the seeds. I'm telling you. You think people are not interested, and they're never going to be, but I promise you that 9 times out of 10, at some point, they will be interested and want to sign up. So invite. It's one of the 4 vital behaviors for a reason, okay? Watch that Tommy Migrant video. It's very helpful. He has a really good technique, but remember, you're not Tommy Migrant, so make it sound like you. It has got to feel natural, otherwise it's just not going to work. So watch that video, figure out how, if you were going to say it, how you would say it. And as usual, if you have any questions, feel free to reach out to any of us. Okay? Have a good day, guys.